Welcome to the 11th episode of the National Flag series. In this series I'll be covering the history, symbolism and different designs of each national flag, going alphabetically from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. For my list I will use all nations as recognised by the UN, as well as a handful that are not. At the end of each instalment I'll give the flag a score out of 50. Let's begin the 11th episode, Azerbaijan. The flag of Azerbaijan is a horizontal tricolour of cyan, red and green, with a moon and star in white in the centre. The interesting shade of blue represents Turkic heritage, and the red and green represent progress and Islam respectively. You'll see that the emblem makes use of the national colours, and the sheaf of wheat that frames the central design bears a strong similarity to other Soviet or post-Soviet emblems. The stylised flame in the centre is shaped in a way to form the word Allah, written in Arabic, to demonstrate the country's majority religion once again. The flag adopted by the fledgling nation in the wake of the Second World War is nearly identical to that of modern-day Turkey. However, after a matter of months, the flag changed to something more distinct. That's right, Azerbaijan's current flag was adopted in 1918. Most sources tend to prefer the statement that today's flag was adopted in 1918, and whilst this is technically correct, judging by the length of this video, I'm sure you'll have guessed that the vexillological history of the nation is far more complicated than that. The Socialist Soviet Republic of Azerbaijan was formed in 1920, and the flag is relatively similar to the original 1918 design, with a field of red and a white crescent moon and star. This flag marks the beginning of Soviet control of Azerbaijan, which ultimately ended 71 years later in 91. It's worth saying that you should probably lower your expectations at this point in the video, if you're expecting huge flag changes that is. I've given a couple of flags in the Azerbaijani history the sarcastic name Blink and You'll Miss It, and I'm sure you'll see why as we transition to the next flag. Such a dramatic change, I know. It goes without saying that this flag is virtually identical to its predecessor. The next flag is more different, however. Maintaining the red as a staple colour, this time with a green box in the canton with SSR written in Arabic. The next flag from 1922 to 36 is actually the flag of the Transcaucasian Socialist Federative Soviet Republic, a Soviet republic which merged the SSRs of Azerbaijan, Armenia and Georgia. Astute viewers might recognise this slide, not only as the longest title used in a video yet, but also because it's been taken straight out of my Armenia video, number 8. So long, Transcaucasian SFSR, we'll see you again in Georgia's video. Eventually, and unsurprisingly, the Soviet republics devolved back into their original form, and a flag of the Azerbaijan SSR was created. What came about was nothing special, simply a red field with a yellow hammer and sickle above the text, AZSSR, of course referencing Azerbaijan Soviet Socialist Republic. Thank God other nations aren't compelled to do the same with their flags. Now get ready for our second round of Blink and You'll Miss It. Oh, there we go. A change to the language in the top left. Well, actually no, not a change to the language. Technically a change to the script in which the language is written. You may ask yourself, why? Why did the script of a language that had been written the same for 500 years change? The short answer is Stalin. The other short answer is my new favourite word, Russification. Essentially, Stalin felt that the Turkic peoples may unite against the Soviet Union, and in order to prevent this, he should make it difficult for the different Turkic language speakers to communicate. And so the Cyrillic script was imposed upon the Azerbaijani language amongst others. Thankfully, the flag only lasted 12 years until 1952, where things get more interesting. That's right, after 3 decades of red and yellow dominance, the Azerbaijan SSR flag at last gained a third colour. It's one of the more basic of the Soviet Republic flags. But you do have to admit, those flags were cool. And it wouldn't be the Azerbaijan video without yet another Blink and You'll Miss It. This time ever so slightly moving the hammer and sickle a little bit higher. Which takes us to 1991, where the current flag is made official. For some reason in 2004 the government decided that they fancied a greener blue and a bluer green for 9 years. But not to fear, they came to their senses in 2013. The flag scores maximum points for simplicity, combining a simple tricolour with a well-known central motif, and gets 8 points for that motif as well as the rest of the flag symbolism. There's just something about that Turkic blue. Although in my opinion the Azerbaijani flag does use colour well, it has 4 colours, which means it misses out on 10 for the basic colour metric. Like many flags, the crescent moon and star help to tie this flag in with its nation's culture and religion, as well as Islam in a wider sense. Therefore, this flag scores well for distinct or related. No text or seals is an easy 10 for Azerbaijan. And this is how the leaderboard looks after the last of the A's. Top spot is Algeria with 48, and bottom is Afghanistan with just 29. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching this episode of the National Flag series. Next episode will be the first of the B's, the Bahamas. Don't worry about the